Hey guys, Tabby Toe here. And the heat just turned on. Of course it did. My husband's in there playing video games in the bedroom. But I am on a mission to get things done today, which he still has to help me get the tree out of the closet and then carry it downstairs. But other than that, I'll probably put everything up myself. And yeah, I got some little rags I gotta take down to the kitchen that I folded. And yeah, yesterday was a lot of fun. We splurged, you know, but you have to. I mean, I was stuck in the house for 2 weeks, and I really hate the lighting in here in this room, but it's just the light bulbs. I forgot what kind they are, but anyway, it's not the kind that I like. But anyways, I've been stuck in the house for 2 weeks, sick, and we just wanted to get out and about. And yeah, sometimes you just gotta use a credit card, you know. But anyways, and I splurged and I bought that cute popcorn bucket. But I should have just asked him if I could take a picture with it, but I ended up buying it. But it's cute, and we'll probably, you know, we'll probably take it once I wash it. We might take it back because, you know, they're playing the Grinch and I want to watch that. But anyway, let's get in this closet, y'all, and dig out my Christmas stuff. And yeah, I got to redo the kitchen table because you know how I decorate it. In the seasonal theme, I got to put that on the front door too. Let me turn this light on so y'all can see. And the light is on. This is what I put on my front door. I got to get it. And I gotta get this little guy right here, put him in the living room. I might put him in the kitchen on the table. And then I gotta get my kitchen, a little Christmas tree. Yeah. And then this little Frosty the Snowman popcorn bucket. I'll save them. You know, they're metal. And you can use them as a trash can, or it's got my stockings and other little Christmas knickknacks in it. So I gotta grab that. Then you go over here. And yeah. You got your Hallmark. And then you got your other Christmas stuff right there. And I gotta get this one and take it downstairs, because that's the first one I'm gonna break into and start putting stuff. I actually thought about getting Casper and putting a little Christmas hat on him. You know, a little Santa Claus hat, and putting him down there too. But like I said before, our living room is really super small, and I don't know if I'll have room for him, because we're going to bust out my Harry Potter train and see if it works, because like I said, we hadn't like put it out in 4 years. So, and I know one of the lights were messed up, and my husband was supposed to fix it, but I don't think he ever did. But it still looks cool. And it blows real smoke when it choo-choos, you know, on the track. And you can actually buy more track. And we've been talking about it for years, but we hadn't bought more track. But it's big enough to go around underneath the Christmas tree. And seeing as how we, I was looking at something, sorry. Seeing as how we can't buy Christmas presents this year, because it's just not in the cards for us. And, you know, everybody we know, they don't need nothing. These kids, they got everything they need. And we're trying to tell our family members that actually buy us something not to worry about getting us a gift card, because we'll feel bad because we can't afford to get them a gift card. So, anyways, and this is the other little thing. The reason why I bought it years ago, in 2013. That's how, maybe even 2012, but anyway, that's how old it is. But if you take care of stuff, it lasts a long time. And that store don't even exist anymore. And I don't remember the store name, but it was kind of like Hobby Lobby, but it was next to Tractor Supply in my little town. But now that building is a church. So, because they turn everything into churches where I live. Yeah, if y'all didn't know, that's what happens in the South anyway. But anyways, check it out. It reminded me of Whoville You know, it has that kind of vibes going on. See, ain't it cute? I'm going to put that on the back of my door. Because if I put it on the front of my door, the door won't close. So, yeah. But, yeah. And I've got all this wrapping paper. And I feel bad because we don't have no presents to wrap. But what you gonna do, you know? And that's my other little thing that holds my tape and my extra like wrapping paper pieces. You know, you don't want to throw stuff away. There's got name tags in it and stuff like that. I'll just have to save that for when we can afford it. And who knows, maybe, you know, before Christmas, maybe things will look better and we can actually buy for the children in our family. But yeah, if I can speak. Anyways, let's do this, y'all. And I'll take y'all along with me so you can see my progress and see all the cute things that I have for Christmas. And yes, I know I waited till after Thanksgiving, but that's just what we do in our house. And y'all can do you, and I can do me. And, you know, everybody's different, and people's got different traditions. And this is the time that I wanted to put out Christmas. Because we actually went back and forth, since we're not going to have no Christmas presents under the tree, if we were even going to put it up, because it's kind of depressing. But honestly, we're just blessed and thankful for the life that we have and what we do have. So we're just going to be blessed, and we're just going to put it up and be able to look at it. Because like I said, it's been 4 years, and I'd like to see all my decorations out. And it just makes me feel good inside, you know. You know, the magic of Christmas comes to life when you decorate. But let's do this, y'all. Hey guys, side note, this is the little drink mixture upper thingies I got at the grocery store. And I didn't record in the grocery store because I figured eventually y'all get tired of that. Plus it was actually busy that day. But anyways, they had them 4 for $5, so I went ahead and got 4. I got this flavor, 0 sugar. Watermelon, you know, that's one of my favorites. Flavors, 0 sugar. And then I got 2 of these because they're my favorite. When I go to Sonic, I have to get one of these. If I don't get this, I get a cherry limeade. And I know that's crazy because I've said before that I'm allergic to cherry. But apparently I can eat real cherry. But if it's like artificial, like say it's a slushie from the gas station. Like I used to work at a gas station when I was a teenager. I got a job when I was 15 at this little market next to my house. It was a gas station. I've told y'all about it. But anyway, when I would have to refill the slushie machine, the cherry, like the artificial, just smelling of it, I would sneeze like 15, 17 times in a row. And it was bad. Yeah. So yeah, those are going to be my little pick-me-ups during the next couple of weeks. And also, I got this little drinking hack I was going to show y'all. I've talked about it before, but I actually got the stuff to make it. And if you know, you know. You have to get this name brand now. You got to get it with salt. And the kitty's being crazy. We moved her cat tree in the kitchen because we're putting the Christmas tree where her cat tree usually goes. And sometimes she gets frisky and she'll act crazy and run and make noise. So if you hear something, it's just her being silly, showing out. But anyway, you take, eventually, I'm not going to do it today. You take those nuts and you go to, wait, it's actually in the floor. I forgot I didn't have room because I had that big old thing of turkey. And we're going to eat turkey sliders tonight. I know that's the second time. Is that a gray hair? Girl. I know I got one up here. I'm doing pretty good for almost 40. And I've only got 2 or 3 gray hairs. But yeah, that's either a white hair or a gray hair right there. But I don't care, y'all. I'm married. I don't care what I look like. Anyways, you take this drink in the floor, right chill. And I got 0 sugar, but you can get the real thing with sugar in it. And I've never had this with 0 sugar, so it might not taste the same as my childhood memories. But yeah, you take this orange soda. You can use Dr. Pepper, RC, whatever you got, but this is the best stuff. And then the peanuts. And you put it together. And it's so good, y'all. I don't know, the salt from the peanuts does something to this soda. It just makes it yummy, and I like it. And that's just a southern, I learned it from the old folks when I worked at that little market. The old guys that would sit there for hours, they taught me how to do it. And yes, I had my Awanti this morning for breakfast. And I brought home my Raising Cane's. Because you got to get a refill because they have the best ice. And it's free refills. And yeah, I've got Avril Lavigne long sleeve t-shirt on because I'm cool like that. Because back in 2001, she was the it girl. And that was when I was in 8th grade and 9th grade. And yeah. Actually, yeah. I graduated high school in 2005. So yeah. I'm that old, guys. And Avril Lavigne was my favorite. I remember doing an English report on one of her complicated song. Yeah, I did a report on that in English for 9th grade. Me and my friend, we had to get a partner, so I picked her. And she was one of the girls I played softball with. She was the pitcher, and I was the first baseman when I got to play. But that was the last straw. In 9th grade, I ended up quitting softball because the coach was unfair. And, she would let me sit on the bench. And, then she would gripe me out after the game because we lost. And the kiddies being stupid. I don't know why she's doing that, y'all. But anyway, yeah, she would gripe me out. And then make us run, after the game, around the field. Because we lost. And I'm like, why are you yelling at me? And of course, I'm tender-hearted, so I would cry. And I cried to my dad about it. And he got all mad. And I was like, I'm just going to quit. And then he got mad. But I did anyway. Because I'm like, there's no use. I'm just sitting on the bench. You have to have the last name. To play sports in a small town, you have to have that last name. Otherwise, you're going to be a bench warmer. And that's what I was. I was hoping going to a bigger school because I actually transferred from Meigs County to McMinn. And yeah, it didn't go well. And I hated McMinn because it was huge compared to little Meigs County. It was a huge school. And there was just so many kids and so many kids in your class. And it was just hard. And I hated it. And I was just like, Mom, let me be homeschooled. And so I can graduate a year early. And that's what we did. And she knew I was that kind of student that would actually do my work. Because my sister kind of got jealous. Because at one point she was like, I want to be homeschooled. And Mom's like, nope, I don't trust you. So she only let me get homeschooled. And I'm glad she did, because I don't even, honestly, to be truthful, I don't think I would have graduated an actual school because it was hard. But, and I didn't have to take any of those hard classes like algebra or whatever. I took all the easy stuff, and it was all online. And yeah, Mama pretty much picked my classes and my studies. Listen to my cat. Kitty, please don't throw up. She usually makes that noise when she's about to throw up. Or sometimes she makes it because we're ignoring her. Kitty, she's such a needy cat. Look at her. She just wanted us some attention, didn't you, Kitty? Didn't you? Sometimes I'll act like I'm getting her and she'll take off up the steps. Let me see if it'll happen. Get her, Kitty. Get her. Bah. Bah. Anyways, let's get to this. I'm getting off topic again, y'all. Ooh, there's my speaker. I was looking for it. I'm going to play some music while I get stuff out of the tote here. And I went ahead and brought down my Hallmark, because it's not all Hallmark ornaments. And let's get to it. I'm going to have to put this pillow back upstairs, because I got a little Christmas pillow. Yeah, I even got some discounted Christmas cards from last year. That's when you buy them, y'all. You buy them when they're on clearance for, what, 75% off? I mean, I had to get Buddy the Elf, because unfortunately we're too poor to buy stamps, so the only people that's going to get them is people we actually see in person, and that's who's going to get Christmas cards this year. Yeah. But here's my new Buc-ee's. I almost gave it to my mom, but I decided to keep it since I'm actually going to put the tree up this year. But my dad helped me buy that, so thank you, Daddy, if you're watching this video. He gave me some birthday money, and I bought this, and I bought a garden flag. It's a Buc-ee's garden flag. I've not put it out yet. I got my Snoopy's Christmas. Ooh, here's another Buc-ee's. I forgot about that one. Ain't it adorables? I think SpongeBob's attached. And I had to have SpongeBob too. And they're making a new SpongeBob movie, like they showed it. We saw a preview at the movies yesterday. And yeah, they got some adult humor in there, y'all. Kind of crazy. I mean, honestly, SpongeBob is really an adult cartoon, but Nickelodeon's the only one that would pick it up. So they kind of toned it down to just say it was a kid's cartoon. But anyways, just little fun facts that, nerdy me knows, because I love television. Oh, I'm going to cry. This is Kitties and Dobby. I guess I'll have to give that away to somebody that has a D name, because I don't have a Dobby anymore. What's this one? Oh yeah, Luffy. Mama got me this at the bin sale for $1. Ain't it cute? It's a metal too. Adorables, y'all. I got a one-piece one. I forgot about that. Let's see, what else do we got in here? What's this? Feels like it's... Aw, I forgot about that one too. That's our first time we went to Wrigley Field. That's cute. I'm gonna have to find a string to put it on. Adorable, y'all. I remember I ordered that. I got this one from church a few years ago, and they got the same ones. I saw it today. This is cute. It's Mary and Jesus. Baby Jesus. And then, what's this one? Ooh, this is when we went to Waco, Texas. I got to go to the Magnolia Silo, because, I watch Fixer Upper, and I love Chip and JoJo, Gaines. But yeah, I went there. I got this. And this is when I went to Universal Studios. I got this when we went to the condo. We stayed at the, resort. Universal Resort. It looks like a golden ticket. But yeah, I thought this was cool because it looked like an actual London to Hogwarts train ticket. Yeah. And this one is from church. They made those. Bangladesh. They made them handmade. I just buy them, to help them out, help the church out with missionary work and, paying for all that. And I feel like I got this one at church too one year. Maybe not. No, I got it at Magnolia. I think this came free because I bought so much. Because I ended up buying my niece a sweatshirt. And I bought me a t-shirt, but I ended up getting one that was too big, so I ended up selling it to my friend at the time. Now I wish I didn't, because I ended up gaining my weight back. But what are you going to do? And there's Patrick to go with SpongeBob. But yeah, let's break into this and get it going, y'all. Oh, here's my little pillow I was talking about. I'll just put it right here. And there's my little, I already showed y'all that, my Stitch Christmas blanket. I really need to fix this. My sister came over and I asked her to help me put these up because I knew I would make them crooked, and she ended up making them crooked. So I'm gonna have to like rearrange that nail so it won't be crooked. Does it look crooked to y'all? Anyways, I know it don't really matter because nobody comes over, but you can definitely tell it's crooked. But yeah, we'll be back. Just wait till you see after I get all the ornaments on. It's so cute, y'all, and it changes colors. Hey guys, so I figured out from 2013 till 2017 is when we stopped collecting Hallmark ornaments, the keepsake ones. Check out our pile. Crazy, ain't it, y'all? Yeah. And this is the tote that they were in. Now, let's put the empty into the tote. And I'll show you the Christmas tree when it's done. I'm still working on her, y'all. Okay, guys. I got the tree done. We still got to put the Harry Potter train around the tree. We're going to do that tomorrow. We're wore out. My husband's wore out. And he has to go to work tomorrow. So I think we did a pretty good job. I got my kitchen table done. I got a few things in the man cave. And yeah, I'll show you. And like I said, we have a lot of ornaments. And I'm pretty proud of my tree. It's not the best tree. And it does change color from white to multicolor. But it does stay, right now it's just on white. But anyways, I'll show y'all. And then I gotta get off here and make supper. Because it's almost like 5 o'clock and we need to eat. So yeah, look at here. Christmas, Christmas. I mean, look at these details. Now, all my Halloween, Hallmark ornaments don't have batteries in them because we didn't want them to mess up when they were stored away. So, unfortunately, we have no batteries. But most of these have a button. As you can see right there, that's a button. And they say something, or there's a song. But anyways, these are just all our ornaments that we've collected. At the beginning of our marriage, we stopped collecting. Like I said, in 2017 was the last year we bought any. Some of them's from church, like Love Is Why, that's from church. And we have a lot of church ones. But you'll see, like, this is my husband's, Batman. And we went to the varsity in Atlanta, Georgia, and I got me an ornament there and a sweatshirt. My mom painted this, and she painted me 3 of them. There's another one right there. Olaf, can you tell? She's good. And this is my very first boxer. His name was Cody Joe. And yeah, I've got some really a lot of ornaments close to my heart, and that's one of them. And this is one of my very first boxer ornaments that I found that was glass. I found it in like a random TJ Maxx, and yeah, it was like $7. And I was like, Mom, you have to buy it for me. I remember that day. And my aunt and uncle bought me this. They had it carved with my name and the year that they got it for me. 1998. This is my husband's Star Trek, I think. I'm glad the air stopped. I get tired of talking about it. And that's my husband's mom and uncle. And here's another boxer ornament. And here's Taz. And here's the Hogwarts. This thing right here, if you look it up, yeah, it's worth like $300. I'm not going to get rid of it though. And it does play the Harry Potter theme music. But like I said, no batteries and no money to get batteries. Because you know, if you know, you know, those little tiny batteries that fit in this ornaments are expensive. 2013, there's our baby puppies when they were babies. Which they were already big right here, but you could tell they were just little teenagers. You know, they were just little. And there's a Minion, because I'm a Minion fan. Back when we started our Hallmark, I keep on wanting to say Hogwarts. I guess because I just talked about it, but anyway, I like John Deere back when we started collecting. So I got me a John Deere tractor. And there's SpongeBob and Patrick. I found a home for all my ornaments. It took me a while to get everybody on here. There's my One Piece. And there's my game, Nintendo. Because that was a classic when I was a kid. I used to play Duck Hunt and Mario. You know, really fond memories. And here's one that my uncle got me. To raise money for St. Jude Hospital. And here's one that used to be Wes's mom's. It's Gulf Shores, Alabama. And yes, me and Wes has actually been there a couple times in our life. Here's the kitty in 2010. Just a little baby kitty. And Charlie Brown. And we just got a lot of randoms. Here's my Twilight, because, you know, I'm a Twilight fan. 2011 edition. Special Hallmark ornament right there, guys. Not a lot of them was made, and I got one. And this is my nephew when he was little. And he made that goofy face when he seen Santa Claus. And this is that resort we stayed at Universal. It was called Endless Summer Resort. And it was awesome in there. I actually had that one in the kitchen, but since I needed room in the kitchen, I put it on the tree. Wally. Eva. Because I'm goofy. And this is a gnome, and it's Titans. Sorry I had to clear my throat. And this is the Scarecrow, because I love the Wizard of Oz. And my nephew Cruz gave me that one. He made it himself. And even wrote his name on the back. And that's just memories for you guys. Really fond memories. And this is one of my favorite classic Santa Clauses. And here's my favorite genie of all time, Robin Williams genie. Dollywood Choo Choo ornament. Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. If you don't know that cartoon, y'all didn't have a childhood, and I'm sorry about that. But this is a classic Looney Tunes, the Frog cartoon. And this is the ornament I was talking about that I grew up with. When I think of Christmas, back in the good old days, this is what I think of. Chip and Dale. And this reminds us of Wes's sister. She loved this movie, Pirates of the Caribbean. And there's the Corpse Bride. And there's Bambi and Flower. And we went to Mayberry, North Carolina, and I got me an ornament at the Mayberry Andy Griffith Museum. It was really cool in there. Ralphie, you shoot your eye out. And this, back in 2017, I think, is when I started working at Walmart. And this was the first Christmas ornament that I bought. And like I already showed you that one, I got that made. There's Dumbo and his mom in my Bucky collection. And let's see. Wes's mama got me this because she knew I liked Twilight. Twilight. Toy Story. Can you tell I'm tired? Yeah, I can't think straight, guys. And I love precious moments. So, you know, two birds with one stone. And here's another Cody Joe. Actually, you know what? This was Mojo, guys. I'm sorry. This was Cody Joe's son right here. And then he was my second boxer that I ever had. And then this is his daddy, Cody Joe. And yeah, we actually got his ears clipped back in the day. I was 12 years old. He had to stay in the house and his ears were taped up. It was pretty funny looking. And our tree is so tall that it's almost hitting the ceiling. And we can't put a star on the tree. So I had this little stuffed Grinch I've had for years. And I put him up there. So, you know, it completes the tree. And here's my other Twilight, Cindy, my mother-in-law, you know, rest her soul. She got me this too. She used to buy me all kinds of stuff. Before she had that grandbaby, she would just buy me and Wes all kinds of stuff. And here's Number for Christmas, the trio, yeah. And this the randoms that Mom gave me. Cindy got me both of these because she knew I loved cowboys. So she got me those to match my, you know, living room. And I just found this little cheap one at Walmart when I worked there. I found these at Walmart too, and this was my favorite movie when I was like 3, 4 years old. It's VHS. It's a little mini one. So cute. And you know I did Wes, his favorite movie in VHS, Jaws. I love this cartoon growing up. I don't know if it's really a cartoon, but you know what I mean. If you like grew up with Christmas classic shows, you know where those guys came from. Here's Tom and Jerry and Monsters Inc. And my mom used to love this cartoon when she was little. So I had to make sure I got these two guys, the two brothers. And here's another Love Is Why. This is my very first baby's first Christmas ornament. I've had that ever since I was a baby, y'all. Ain't that crazy? It's almost 40 years old. And, you know, like I said before, if you take care of something. And there's the kitty's little ornament. And I decided to give Dobby's little ornament to my niece, Devaney. She said she wanted it. She thought it was cute. And here's, if you watch on YouTube, go to Vlog After College, shout out Ryan and Gatsby. I bought his ornament. I bought a lot of his merchandise. He has his own little shop. He has a corgi named Gatsby. And he's 11 years old now. And I've watched him ever since he was a baby. So it's been a ride. I love that show, or that channel. And I've bought calendars, t-shirts. I got that apron you saw in my short videos. Here's Godzilla, one of Wes's. Let's see. Here's two more that Cindy got me. Santa Claus cowboy. Snowman cowboy. And classic, if you know, you know. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. You know how to get Scooby. Here's Star Wars, Wes's. And this is me with my babies back in 2013. This is me and Wes with our baby that we still have now in 2013. My mom took the picture. And this is, I'm pretty sure that's when we got this tree. So it's that old. Oh, and here's his Jaws. Right here, guys. He's about $300. He's worth that. We didn't pay that much for him. And he does have the theme song. But like I said, no batteries. Here's another boxer. And here's the Number for Christmas doctor that made Sally. And here's a random, I'm pretty sure one of my cousins or my kinfolk gave me this years ago and I kept it. Or it could be one of the old ladies I worked with at Walmart gave me that But I'm pretty sure Becky got me this. My cousin. Which ain't really my cousin, but it's a whole family thing. I call her my cousin because I grew up with her. But there's the snowman, Frosty. And there's Santa Claus, like I said before. I think I've showed you everybody. Let's go into the kitchen. And I'm sorry I'm out of breath, but I'm wore out, guys. Oh yeah, I was going to go ahead and leave this guy right down here just for decoration. Just my popcorn tin. And there's the Rudolph and Abominable, and there's Santa Claus cowboy, and there's Santa Claus hat. That's what I always do with my lamps, and when I use my lamps I take them off, you know, because I got common sense. I don't want to cause a fire. And then here's a few of our stockings, just random. Like that one I think I got for $3 on clearance when I worked at Walmart. I've had this one. It used to be my grandmother's. And when she passed away, I was able to keep it all these years. So it's older than me, guys. This is older than me, this little bear. And my mom painted this rock, the Charlie Brown tree. Trying to clear my throat. This was my grandmother's, and I still have it. And it plays music. See? It twirls, plays music. But I don't want to break it, so I'm just going to leave it be. And here's Buddy the Elf. You know, it's just like the one on the movie. I had to have it. Son of a nutcracker. And then here's my stocking. My mom painted those. My name. And my little loop-de-loop like fell off, so I just like stuck it on here. And it works. My mom's had this for years and years. And now I have it. She gave me all of her old stuff when she remarried. And I bought this. I got it for dirt cheap, I guess, at Walmart. 1993, that's how old he is. Let me turn the light on so you can see better. Sorry it's a loud light, but these are so old, guys. I think these were made in 1983 as well. Maybe 83 or 93. Anyways, they're old. My mom let me have them. It's just part of our little family tradition. Old Christmas stuff. And I got to keep it. And this used to be a stocking holder, but he's just for decoration now. And here's my table, y'all. I got my Grinch little table runner my mom got me at the bin sale. And I got Charlie, the Jack in the Box from my favorite movie, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer back in the day. If you know, you know. Little elephant guy from that same movie. And I do need to dust these. They're kind of dusty because they've been in the closet. But I'll get to it, guys. I mean, it still looks good. But I'll continue to work on my decorations this week. And yeah, and this is Jack. I got him a couple years ago at Walmart. I just had to have him because I love nutcrackers and I love Jack Skeleton. So, like I said before, 2 birds with 1 stone. And here's the little misfit doll from that same movie or show. It is a movie, but. And I just found these at Walmart when I worked there. I got them for like $2 each. And they're little tin things. I mean, they still look good. But yeah, let's go into the man cave. This right here, my grandmother made it. Yeah, can you tell? It's so cute. I've had it forever. There's no telling how old it is. Maybe 40, 45 years old. I don't know exactly when she made it, but I'm glad I got to keep it. You know, it's one of those family things that's dear to your heart. And I bought this for Wes because he loves Seinfeld. And it's just a stock, and I got it for like $3 at Walmart on clearance. I got that little snowman over there. Let's get closer. I got him on clearance for like $5 at Walmart. Back when Wes was really into Tennessee football. He didn't really care about it anymore, but it's still cute, and I'm still going to keep it. And I put Superman. I put Wes's cowboy, little Superman, or Santa Claus hat on Superman. And then Batman over here has a Tennessee one. Because Wes has two of them. One of them is old, and the other one is newer. So, yes. Now I'm tired, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed my longer video showing you how, I do my Christmas, and I will show you what my Harry Potter train looks like and when everything's together and it's, Christmas magical. And I'm going to get in here and make our turkey sliders. I got to cook bacon. And I got to cook bacon, and I got to, do my thing and be that wife and make sure my husband gets fed. So y'all have a good day, and I'll see y'all later. Tabby Toe out.